Marthi garu, can you hear me? Wow. So thank you for this honor and giving me this opportunity to talk about this. This Berlin Marathon started very innocently, in the sense that somewhere in last year around May, I ran something called a trail ultra marathon. That's in Darjeeling. I ran a 63-kilometer trail ultra, and after I ran that, I was like, wow, I'm enjoying running. Somewhere, to the end of 2022, that is November 22 or something, 3 days in a row, 3 different clients of mine came to the office wearing Garmin watches. I was like, why would you wear Garmin watches? Who are you guys? Okay. And then all 3 of them spoke to me about running a world major. All 3. Random. Absolutely random conversations. So then I said, okay, I'm going to run a world major. And one of the world majors is Berlin. I wanted to run the New York Marathon. Then this gentleman who I know for many years, 12 years ago, I tried to do a JV for his house in Basula Road. His name is Shiva Reddy-Vice President. I called him and I said, Shiva, I want to run a world major. I want to run New York. What do you think? He said, just run Berlin. Don't even think about it. It's the fastest and it's the easiest one to run. I said, okay. And I just signed up for it. Then I needed a coach. So I had a friend who's run a few of these marathons.
Can anyone sign up for the run?
Pardon?
Can anyone sign up for the Berlin run?
So for the Berlin marathon, it's one of the 6 world majors. So it is one of the most difficult marathons to get into. If you want to qualify on merit, you have to run a 2-hour 55-minute marathon. That means you have to be running at 15.5 kilometers. 15 km. The other routes are there, the charity routes, there are multiple entry routes, and there's a lottery, then there is, since we are coming from overseas, there's an option to go through a travel agent. So I took that route. So this guy Bilwa told me how to go about it. Otherwise, navigating the system is extremely confusing. You can't even, it's like as complicated as a restaurant. So, then I signed up. Then I signed up with a gentleman called Krishna Tese, who is my running coach. I had no idea what I signed up for. If I knew that it was going to be this difficult, this training, I would not have even attempted to do this. At one point, we were doing something like 100-kilometer weeks. That is 100 kilometers of running per week. So, still trying to sell some real estate and running and dealing with my family and dealing with everything. It was a challenge, but it was fun, and we got through it. So what I learned actually from this whole process, periodized training is the ultimate. That is, every single workout has a particular goal. You don't push it. You don't exceed the goal, the workout. I mean, what is the common tendency? The guy is giving you 50-minute run and at a particular pace. You're feeling good that day. You slept well. I'm going to run faster. No, you don't do that. You're not feeling good that day. I'm going to run slower. No, you don't do that. What is the goal? What is the coach giving you? You have surrendered to somebody. You have done Sharanagati to him. What he says you do. Once he told me to run 13 kilometers. It was pouring rain. I went out and ran 12.85. He said that's the other 0.15. It's raining. I don't care. Who wants to go run outside? Run and treadmill. Be smart about it. So you've got to understand what the goal is and follow through no matter what. In the process, you realize one thing. You are not what you think. You are not your mind. Mind says, give up. Why the hell are you running? What's wrong with you? You should be sleeping this morning. Is this why you got up so that you can go and run 30 kilometers this morning in this heat? You're going to be crazy. Okay. enough. You run 20 kilometers, enough. We'll walk the rest, it's okay. What will happen? No. Stop. Because the mind is in self-preservation mode all the time. Because it is trying to tell you, stop, take care of me. But the body can do much more. There's a guy called David Goggins. His name is, he's one of the Navy SEALs. Okay? He's one of the foremost guys on endurance. He says when you're ready to give up, that means you're only 40% done. What does running really teach you? It teaches you mental fortitude. Mental fortitude means you callous your mind. When you callous your mind, then you don't give up by anything. Well, that's ultimately, we are in my dad always says, real estate is a marathon. It's absolutely true. There are so many reasons to give up. So many reasons to say, wait, I don't like this client. Doesn't matter, I still have to do it. This deal is too difficult. Doesn't matter. There's no patta. Doesn't matter. Get it. I'll call Patta Reddy. Yeah. So, Patta Reddy is my coach. You have a guy for everything. So, you got to go utilize the right resources for achieving your goal. Knowledge is everywhere. Everyone wants to give it to you. All you got to do is be ready to receive it and surrender to receive it. So, Krish, so we had 8 months to build and exact 16 weeks to go before a proper marathon build for this particular marathon. And it was intense. But I enjoyed the process because ultimately, when you do the process with complete surrender, you benefit from the whole thing. And so, on that day, went to Berlin, had the opportunity of running with Eliud Kipchoge, the world's greatest marathoner. The man runs a 2 hour 109 marathon. That is, he is God. If you want to ask, the God of real estate, you have somebody. This is the God of running. There's nobody else. He's the greatest of all time. Out of the top 10 marathon times of all time, he has 8. Every distance is one. And he's standing there that day, trying to take the 5th time that he's trying to attempt the Berlin Marathon and win. That's the record again. He did it that day. The ladies' world record was broken by 3 minutes that day by this lady called Asifa Deget. The over 40 world marathon record was broken that day by this other Swiss gentleman. All that's fine. But I got to run with 47,000 people whose only goal was to run that full marathon. See, if you go run the Chennai Marathon, 25,000 people run in Chennai. But for the full marathon, only 400 people. 47,000 people were running today. I did not have any previous history, so I had to run all the way from the back. 35 kilometers of passing people. That means I was running through a 35-kilometer train of people. It is ridiculous. You guys understand what that it feels to run like that and the number of people that you see. I'm running past people who are 80 years old. On the back of his t-shirt, he's got, this is my 12th Berlin Marathon. Who the hell are you? It is unbelievable. The kind of people that you see, the kind of encouragement that you get, the sheer gamut of humanity that you witness on that day. 47,000 people only aligned to complete 42.2 kilometers. Magic. Absolute magic. The whole city of Berlin is celebrating you. Some random guys out there saying, Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. They're like, wow, you get on right. Kids are standing on the side of the road putting their hand out, come slap it and go. Power up, poop. You got bands from all over the world coming and playing. But having said all that, 3 hours 48 minutes, I ran that full marathon. I have no idea where I went, which road I did, nothing. I was just like blur, and it was like a haze. The whole thing was only 1 foot in front of the next foot, and I was just going. You asked me what I do, that wasn't what I'm going. It was mental meditation. That's what it was. I'd like to thank actually Hanu University because every weekend I used to run in my college, and it's got a beautiful loop where there's no traffic, nothing, and you get into a zone over there. Because of that, we're able to go run in all these places. And the greatest power that we have as living in Chennai is the weather. People curse and crib about our weather. It's our superpower. You can run in Chennai at this heat, in this humidity, you can go anywhere and run and get unleashed. That's our greatest strength. So embrace it. Don't complain about it. Oh, it's too hot this morning. So what? Get up half an hour earlier. You can then, the choice is always yours on what to do. So, these are some of the learnings. Then, after the whole marathon, I went, finished the marathon, coming down, I went up to my room, whatever, and coming down to go for dinner. In the lift, one lady comes, she's about 50 years old. Yeah, the marathon band on. I said, what? Nice. How did you do today? I said, great. I'm going to go celebrate with my dad. Today is his 74th birthday. We both ran the Berlin Marathon together. And this is the second time we're doing it. I was like, wow. So, no one has an excuse. You're too old, you're too fat, you're too slow, you're too nothing. Doesn't matter. It is a choice that you make, and if you decide. The best time to do anything was 20 years ago. Second best time is
Today.
today. So, embrace it, go for it. Now, the base. So today, if I look back 8 months ago and try to look at, imagine that I would have done something like this, unimaginable. But the new peak, the peak is the new base. So from this base, we jump to the next. Onwards and upwards.